Coach's Corner with Ron McLean and Don Cherry. Brought to you by Moore's Clothing for Men. Well made, well priced, well dressed.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the XHL podcast. Today I am joined by a very special guest, the new GM of the Buffalo Sabres, the I guess the most new GM in the league. I want to give him a very warm welcome back to the league actually, because he used to be a GM a few years ago. But anyways, welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on the podcast. It's about time. I'm gonna just put it out there. I'll start this off. Edmonton, I have some room on the cuck couch for you.
I'm sure he would love to him and the JP and his co-GM would love to sit beside you there. Looks real comfy.
He
Also,
just said, "What a stallion."
oh, right now,
Yeah,
wow.
gave a little teaser.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Look at that. Showing off the recording in progress. Um, Once again, congrats on your wedding as well. I
Oh,
saw
thank
that there were
you.
no trades going down that night, even though there's a few XHL GMs in
No,
attendance.
Pittsburgh's GM got a little too drunk, and his negotiation expectations were completely unreasonable. No, he was a mess. So just give Max a shout out there.
What about Tampa?
Oh, Tampa kept it clean and composed all along. He was good.
No
He was,
trade went down though.
no trades went down. No trades went down.
Unfortunate. Well, I guess to start things off, I gotta ask you, why did you originally leave the league?
My life was getting so chaotic. So, um, I was starting to get into like my teaching career, like actually, and I'm also in the army, and that was getting really busy. So I honestly just didn't have the time for it. I was overwhelmed. I was one of the BOD, and it was just too much. I just didn't have the time for it, and I sucked. So that didn't help either. Um, but yeah. Stefan or Tampa convinced me to join every single time we'd see each other. He would basically tell me I should rejoin the XHL, and then I eventually just pulled the trigger on it when he said that a spot was opening up. The team
Nice.
looked terrible. I was pumped up to have Tage Thompson. Didn't realize he was a UFA until I got the team, so that sucks. Because yeah, there's Tage. Um, Whoever got him, you're lucky. So.
I believe that was Montreal. $9.6 million, big contract.
That is a big
Why
contract.
didn't you decide to dish out that type of cash for him? Why did you let him walk?
Too many Sabres. They suck, you know? I took a flyer on Michael Kesselring to have a big season. I hate that I have Peyton Krebs. I think that's going to be like straight buyout material. I've offered him to the league so many times. I just couldn't risk having too many Sabres. But I think I'm doubling down on Luukkonen. I know you wanted him. You did want him.
UPL. Yeah, I did want
But
him.
I think Buffalo's decor is going to be like the best they've had in a while, like as long as this main group's been around. So I think like they've been able to score. They've shown that what a couple years ago when they didn't make the playoffs. They missed the playoffs by 1 point to Florida. And then Buffalo just continued on the downward trend, and now Florida's won 2 cups since that season. So that's pretty
Live in
wild.
Buffalo.
But they could score, and I know they just traded JJ Peterka, but like the idea, I guess, is to just get a little tougher, like have some of the younger guys try to step in and fill that 30 goal gap that Peterka's leaving. But then they have such a strong decor now, and I feel like that's going to be good for Luukkonen to get some numbers. So that's why I
Yep.
didn't let him go to Boston.
Yep. Yeah, a
Because
little
I'm a
sad
safe
how
goalie
those
went to Boston. It
negotiations
means
turned
so
out.
much. What's that?
So a little sad how those negotiations turned out. I really wanted him, but he actually was on my team a little while ago, a few years ago. Who did I trade him for? I got someone decent from LA. Oh, do you know who I got? I think it was Georgiev who I got back when he was like good,
Yeah. Okay.
right before his fall
Yeah.
off.
Right before he
Right before
fell
the
off.
fall off. Anyways, also wanted to ask, what do you think is in the cards for your team this year in regards to where you think you're gonna end up in the standings?
Honestly, I'm hoping. I know it's unrealistic and kind of a waste of time, but like I had no desire to tank when everybody was telling me to tank at the beginning. I hope I can squeak into the playoffs here. And like I've been doing it very strategically. um, to see what would happen. So I don't know. I'm hoping for a little playoff push, a little surprise from the Sabres. My goal is to make the playoffs before the real Sabres do. And I think I might have a couple years to do that. But if I can do it this year, maybe that lifts the curse for the real team too.
That's true.
Both playoff sneak in, first round upset against Edmonton. That'd be nice.
They say, life imitates art, right? You know how the NHL is always doing what the XHL does first.
Exactly.
And who do you think was your biggest ad from this free agency to help you get over that hump of the playoffs?
Dylan Strome for 2 years at $4 million. I was the only one that bid on that. He was a point per game guy last year, and I think he led the team in special team or led the league in special team points, or he was like right at the top. And I got him for 2 years at 4 million. Nobody else bid. Um, yeah, that's my highlight so far.
Yeah, it's a big X factor.
Yeah,
How about Zach Werenski? That was a pretty big acquisition.
man, you drove me up so high.
You drove me up. That's why I had to back out.
I yeah, that $8 million, it's a lot. But again, basically a point per game defenseman. And I know the rest of my defensemen are lacking in the points department, and
True.
especially to fill the gaps that some of my forwards don't fill in terms of points. I was hoping it was like I'll spend premium on a defenseman like that. But the thing is, it's so unreliable because you have no idea if he's going to drop off. What's going to happen with Columbus this year? Was last year just like a Cinderella story because of Johnny Gaudreau? But I don't know.
That's
We'll
a
see.
risky take with all the players we've been on, right? Never know.
I don't know. I basically just see Boston bidding on a player, and I figure that player's pretty good.
I mean, that's what
What
a lot of people do,
what Tampa's told
unfortunately.
me, you guys are good.
Who told you that?
Tampa.
Yeah, Tampa and I always butt heads a lot, unfortunately. Whether it's through who we're drafting or who's in the sheet, but we figure it out. I gotta ask you then, if you think you're more of a wild card for the playoffs, who do you think is gonna win it all this upcoming year, from what you've seen around the league?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Don't have any
I
favorite.
haven't even thought of, I honestly haven't put any effort into looking at other people's teams yet. I've just like solely been looking at free agency
Okay,
because I'd rather like get the guys that I want without having to trade futures. Because like honestly, some of the trade offers at the beginning were awful. Like new guy, let's just rinse the new guy. So some of those offers were pretty bad. So I didn't even bother starting to trade until Pittsburgh at the draft. And yeah, like it's been interesting, but I haven't really gone in depth on like other teams in the league. Just trying to focus on the Sabres right now because they need some love. That's for
that's
sure.
true. Hey, championships are built through the draft, right? Gotta gotta make sure
No
you're
more palm trees in Los Angeles.
sorry.
No more palm trees in Los Angeles.
No,
They're
no,
moving
no.
to Buffalo.
It's time for the storm, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I guess one more question. Who do you think is gonna finish last then? If you had to pick one team.
Honestly, I'm hoping that Edmonton just gets catastrophic injuries up and down their roster and finishes last. That is, I'm manifesting that into the universe.
Is this a little rivalry brewing?
Or honestly, I'm sorry, Max, but Pittsburgh, I think he's going straight Gavin McKenna.
Wow,
Free agency's not looking good right now, and he still has five minimum ads with 14 million in cap space.
that's a
Yikes.
lot of space. Yeah, well, you never know.
Yikes.
You could leave space for a hockey trade during the season. I guess we'll
But he
see.
might get McKenna, so hey, there's that too.
Yeah, you never know, right?
I think that's the silent tank. I don't think he's announced it yet.
Island tank. That's good to know. I'll keep my eye on them before the trade deadline. That's for sure.
Mm.
Anyways, I really want to say thank you again for joining me on this special edition, this special interview on the podcast,
Thank
and
you.
I wish you best of luck in the upcoming season, as well as have fun on your honeymoon as well.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. We'll see what happens. I'm bidding on Kiefer Sherwood right now. If I get him, I'm done.
That's your last ad.
Good. He was actually top of my my free agency list. So we'll see what
Oh
happens.
wow, you're announcing that to the whole league. Maybe someone might want to try to bid you up after that.
Yeah, they can go fuck themselves.
Not the Bruins though. Maybe Edmonton.
I honestly wouldn't put it past him. He's probably just going to do it just because of this. But honestly, if he goes 2.4, you can have him. I wanted him for like a million tops, and I'm at 2.2 right now, so that's a little tough. I don't know if I'm gonna want to go further than that.
It always sucks when you overpay for a guy you circle in your list.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. Actually, he was seventh. He was seventh on my list.
Evan,
But still, there's a reason why.
who was number one? Oh, was it Tage?
No.
Who?
Who do you think?
Dry?
Zach Werenski.
Oh wow! So at least you got your top
I
target.
had to be realistic. I couldn't go for a guy like Draisaitl. Like, there's no
Yeah.
point.
As soon as
There's
I
no
saw him
point.
hit 15, I was out.
Yeah, Zach Werenski, top of the free agency targets. So that was big.
That's a big ad for Buffalo.
That's why I was willing to go eight. I
We'll
don't know
see
why
if
this guy before we gave 0.144. That's insane. It's
we'll see
killing
if he
me.
ends up carrying the Buffalo Sabres this upcoming year.
Maybe. I'll take the 14-4. Carry us to the playoffs. Bring us home. That'd be sweet.
That would be. Hopefully, hopefully my guy Mason Lowry is going to carry Boston. Okay.
Okay.
That concludes the podcast. Thanks everyone for listening.
All right. See you week one, Phil.